Good morning, everybody. It is time, or afternoon if you're watching this in the afternoon. It is time for mentor sentences. And you should know that Wednesdays are the most important days because what do I do on Wednesdays? I do a mini lesson for you. And during this mini lesson, I tell you kind of what you're going to need to know for your quiz on Friday, your invitation to edit. And the invitation to edit this week is going to be tomorrow because Friday we do not. I'm not going to post that Friday. I'm going to keep it real nice and simple. Okay, so I want to talk to you about types of sentences. So the first type of sentence I want to discuss with you is called a simple sentence. So a simple sentence, that just means that it has a subject and plus a verb. So if I was to say, the students sang a song to me. Now, my subject is my who or what of the sentence. And so that would be students. That is who. My verb is the, what did the subject do? So the subject, in this case, they sang. Okay, so simple sentence is one of the first ones you learn as a kiddo. They teach it to you in almost every single grade level, basically. That's how you first learn to write. You write simple sentences. And then as you get a little bit older, you'll move into compound. This one you should be very familiar with because we've done it so much. This is when you have a sentence and then you have a comma. Sometimes you have a comma, sometimes you don't. But for our cases, we're going to say a comma. And then you have a fanboy. So for and nor, but, or, yet, so. And then you have another sentence. So these sentences are simple sentences. So let me show you an example. And I'm going to put it down here so we have some room. So we worked on homework. That would be my first sentence. Then I would put a comma and mom made dinner. We worked on homework and mom ate dinner. So my fanboy is this and right here, right? So on each side of your fanboy, you have a sentence in the sentence. So that means your sentence should have two subjects, two whos, and two, what did they do? Two verbs. So let's find our subject. So I'm going to look on this side of my conjunction. I see that we have a we. Your subject's typically very close to the beginning of the sentence, the first couple of words. So we, and what did we do? Well, they worked on homework, but really our verb is just that word worked. So now on the other side, on the other part of the sentence, because the fanboy kind of splits your sentence in half, we are going to have another subject and another verb. So who's the who? Mom made dinner. The who is mom. And what did mom do? Well, she made dinner, and I'm just going to put made because that's what she did. Okay, and finally, something we kind of just now introduced you to are complex. And those are your awubuses. Okay, there are two different kinds of ways you can write an awubus. So I'm just going to, on this part right here, I'm just going to put awubus. After, although, as, while, when, until, because, before, if, since. So complex equals awubus. Now there's two different ways you can do it. You can start your sentence with an awubus, and I'm going to use while. So while I cleaned my room, my brother napped. Doesn't seem fair, right? So with this one, while I cleaned my room, my brother napped. I have an awubis and I have a comma in the middle. That comma doesn't have a fanboy with it. So it starts with an awubis. That's why I tell you so many times, these awubises need to be memorized. After, although, as, while, when, until, because, before, if, since. So it starts with while and has a comma in the middle. But there's another way we can see it. We can see it by having it. I'm going to use the same sentence, but I'm going to show you a different way to do it. You can start with a sentence. So I meant to put cleaned. Whoops, sorry guys. I cleaned my room. Then you can put an awubis in the middle of the sentence. I cleaned my room while my brother napped. And I'm running out of ink in this marker. I cleaned my room while my brother napped. So you can have it at the beginning with a comma, or you can have it in the middle with no comma. Interesting, right? The English language is absolutely crazy and has a bunch of different rules, but this week, this is the one that you are focusing on, the different types of sentences. So let's take a look, as I close all my markers, let's take a look at your quiz, what it's going to be asking you to do on Friday. So down here, it's going to tell you to mark an X in the box that matches each type of sentence. So you're going to have to tell me, is this simple, compound, or complex? And you'll put, if it's simple, you'll put one X in simple. In this one, you'll put, like, if this is compound, you'll put an X in compound. But you've got to know the awubises and you've got to know the fanboys. You've got to know what makes a compound sentence and what makes a complex sentence. And if it's not compound and it's not complex, then it's a simple sentence. Okay, now I also want to talk about this part right here. We talked about big, black, beautiful, right? Big, black, beautiful. What is the type of figurative language that we see in that sentence? I'll show you real quick our sentence from yesterday. Big, black, beautiful. All of those, if it starts with the very beginning sound, big, black, beautiful, that's called an alliteration. And we already talked about how this sentence was a compound sentence because it has a fanboy. It has a conjunction right there. Okay, guys, so now that you know a little bit more, we've been working on types of sentences for who knows how long. Probably all year. We've gone over it and over it and over it and over it. So I hope that you have a little bit better of a handle on the different types of sentences. All right, so since tomorrow we are going to be doing our test, because on Friday, again, I'm not going to post that much work because Friday is a teacher, kind of like a teacher work day. And you don't have to complete as much work as you normally do. You're only going to have 3 easy assignments. I want to go ahead and do our imitation that we always do. Imitation. So I'm going to show you what my imitation of the sentence is, and then you're going to, for your assignment, do yours, take a picture, and turn it in. So, the main thing that I'm going to try and imitate is the compound part. The compound part of the sentence. So first of all, let's read this, and then I'm going to show you mine. So Sojourner put one big, black, beautiful foot in front of the other, and she stomped on the floorboards of ignorance that were underneath. So let's see. I'm going to put my mom, because you have to have a subject, baked one. Okay, here's one thing. So Sojourner put one. I put my mom baked one. And then this says big, black, beautiful. I'm going to put an alliteration there with those hyphens. The same thing. I'm mocking it. So I'm going to put delicious hyphen delightful hyphen dreamy. And I'm going to go one further, and I'm going to put dessert for my birthday. Okay, so that's the first part of my sentence. And now I'm going to put my comma and my conjunction. And we gobbled, bear with me, guys, up every bite. Okay, this sentence is long, so that means your sentence should be long. It needs to be a compound sentence with that conjunction, and I'm going to look and see how creative your alliterations are. Mine's delicious, delightful, dreamy. Yeah, delicious, delightful, dreamy dessert. Let's see what you can come up with. All right, guys, so do your imitation, take a picture of it and turn it in. Tomorrow, we are going to be doing our invitation to edit quiz. So if you don't remember what you're supposed to learn this week, which is types of sentences, it should be a review. But if you do not remember, then go ahead and rewatch this video. All right, love y'all so much. Have a great day.